Have the amazingly wonderful Phoenix Coffin-Williams. And without further ado, and because you all know about me already, I've said it a bazillion times. I'm Star's minion in the back and in the front of the house. And I do the podcast Joyful Empowerment. So, Phoenix, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes. My name is Phoenix Coffin-Williams. I am here in Buffalo, New York. I am the chief priest of the Temple of Holistic Knowledge, which is a Corellian temple, and then recently elevated to the office of First Priest Regent of the Corellian Nativish tradition of Wicca. Um, so that is currently consuming all my time and energy. Aside from spiritual work, or in addition to, or like more along the lines of like ongoing ministry, I do have my own clinical mental health practice that is virtual and in person. That's also here in the state of New York. So that's
I love that because I'm in a master's program to be a trauma specialist. So I can't wait to pick your brain when I meet you in person.
right now. I'm totally here for it, and I want to build a very strong network of practitioners who are versed in the magical arts.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think there's enough practitioners that work with that category as far as magical and mental health. I think it's a really good thing, to find a practitioner that understands your. So how have you heard about Witchfest? Like,
I came to Witches Fest. My first Witches Fest was several years ago. 2014. All right,
oh
so I'm
wow.
looking at so this is why it's relevant. Over here, the thing that I just looked at for the date is my certificate of third degree ordination. I got my third degree initiation after Witches Fest in 2014.
Oh, awesome.
So that was my first time going. Reverend Don Lewis, the retired first priest of the tradition, was presenting, doing soul retrieval, and I had met up there with two of the other people who were going to be initiating me. So that's how I first got involved with Witches Fest. And then as time progressed, the opportunity for me to represent the church and the school at the event came about. And I was like, sure, I'll do it. No problem. Love
That's
it.
awesome. So you have a good history with the festival.
Hmm.
I'm just a couple of years into it. I think this is my third or second or third year working with it, and I'm excited. I've made a lot of great connections. It's a really good community to be part of. And what are you going to be teaching?
Yes. I'm very big on the ancestor veneration, and working with them to help build strong and healthy identities for ourselves. So this particular, or at least one of the workshops that I'll be doing is on ancestor veneration and engaging in intergenerational healing and building healthy identities. So that is the online workshop, and then in person will be some social justice magic, and
Oh
that will
wow.
be happening. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's a powerful topic in today's world and very much needed.
yeah, and so if y'all know how we get treated at Witches Fest, we gotta stand up for ourselves, and I think it's appropriate to utilize our faith, as a way of doing that.
Yep, and I think Witches Fest is a great platform to show the diversity within magic because I always say people have like um as far as social norms and things like that, they have tunnel vision as to what a witch or a magical practitioner is.
Hmm.
And this gives them a chance to see that we're more than just, hats and trinkets and all that stuff, that we actually do work in the community. There's different aspects, there's so much diversity, and we all come together as a community. And I think that Witches Fest is the perfect platform for that, you know um, but what do you hope to bring with your message to the festival?
Just a good time. That doing this kind of work, intergenerational healing and social justice work, they first of all they are both acts of resistance. for a racist, like patriarchal society.
Hmm.
So that is something that I want folks to be aware of, is that like intergenerational healing and social justice is an act of resistance, and I'm doing that on purpose. Um, and then the other thing is that it can be fun, right? We can cut back, we can watch and play and dance with the belly dancers. We can go from workshop to workshop, and we can incorporate our work and our faith in, what we are called to do in this incarnation.
Yeah, and it's true because we all have these, you know, misogynistic and patriarchal attitudes as far as we have to be a certain way in order to, you have to be thin, you have to look like this in order to be worthy of love.
Mhm,
In order to get a good job, you have to look or dress like this, and that you have to be a certain color or your religion or whatever it is. And that's a big, big, huge thing. And we
mhm.
wear these masks all day. So when do, like, Joanne or Phoenix or Star, when do we get to be our authentic selves? You know
Mhm,
what I mean?
mhm.
We tend to lose that aspect of ourselves. And that's a big topic that's been going around as far as authenticity. Who
Mhm.
are you authentically? And connecting with ancestors, doing social justice work. What do you stand for? That's a big, big, huge part of it, I think. I don't know. What do you think?
I think that that's a wonderfully huge part of it. And I think that Witches Fest is a great place to kind of connect with that energy on purpose. Are you in the middle of the biggest city in the state, the most famous city in the world? Easy,
Hmm.
easy, right? Go ahead and connect with your creative self, connect with, your authentic self. Like, huge history of immigration, right? Like,
Yeah.
connect with that energy and see what washes up over you and see how you can bring that back into your life.
I know
Absolutely.
my parents came through Ellis Island and, from Italy, and they were first generation immigrants.
Mhm.
And, there's a lot of history there. New York is, like, to me, having lived there for like 10 years, is the hub of diversity, and I loved it. Um, and when we moved up here to New Hampshire, like way in the north up here, um, my daughter said, she's like, Mom, there's like just white people here. There's no, like, we're Chinese people and all that, because she was like 8 years old at the time. And and it was a big culture shock for her. And sadly, we've witnessed some signs of the times. But it is beautiful up here. We commune in the mountains and we enjoy the nature aspect, and hopefully bring back, some of the joy of being in the area and connecting with Mother Earth.
Mm.
So if people want to work with you or sign up for your school, how do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, you can definitely, if you are interested in studying to be clergy, if you want to incorporate social justice work into your ministry, you can go to witchschool.com and take a look at some of the courses that are there. I operate the Blue Door, which is it's a program through the seminary that's meant to train magical clergy to participate in pastoral counseling kind of roles,
Okay.
to participate in chaplaincy kind of roles, and to provide that spiritual direction and counseling that people are really looking for when they're coming to their readers and their astrologers and what have you. So it's really just like a way to fill the knowledge gap in ways that traditional pagan seminaries or covens or circles might not have been able to prepare people to participate in counseling. So, like for example, there's a Wiccan model for premarital counseling,
Oh,
or
wow.
and we take a look at what is a family, a Wiccan family, or a family that's pagan. There's this heavy lean into the matriarchy. Like, how do you uphold these values in a larger patriarchal kind of context? And like, what does your holy family look like? What are
Yeah.
the roles for this partner? What are the roles for that partner? I mean, we take a look at like what it means to take away like gender norms and just like how do you function as an amazing functional family.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's
that's
yeah, you definitely piqued my interest. My antennas were up as soon as you said that. So I'll definitely be checking into that. And
Excellent.
thank you so much for spending some time with me and telling everyone a little bit about yourself. And I can't wait to see you in July.
Either. Bye. Love you.